Championship. Now that I have my paper in front of me. And here are the champions. Of course, Flex Magnum, Shawn Phoenix.
Well, these two men.
They're the challengers. I'll learn to read my paperwork as we go along. Now they are the former champions. No?
No, but they did win a triple threat number one contenders match in order to be part of this match, and now they're going to challenge for the ICW United States Tag Team Champions. So who knows, they might be champions by the end of the night.
Well, I'm glad there's somebody here that knows what was going on. For those of you who don't know, I've been tagged to take over at the play-by-play spot with my broadcast partner, Mr. Larry Cotter. We've shaken things up a little bit as far as the broadcast and production is concerned, because Richard Tingle is a very good ring announcer, and you're a very good play-by-play man. And we just figured this out. But that's okay.
Richard Tingle doing a great job so far.
Well, being the managing general partner, I have to do what's right for the company, and I think this was a very good move. And here's your champions.
They're being accompanied to the ring by the leader of the K5, Vega.
K5 has been a shooting star so far. Came on the scene, immediately started trouble, and they've used superior numbers, cunning, and a bit of wrestling skill to really accomplish their agenda of winning the ICW US Tag Team Championship.
As a matter of fact, it was at the same event last year that they all entered the Battle Rumble, worked together, and made a statement, and 1 year later, they're still going strong.
That's, like I said, strength in numbers. They're cocky, they're young, and like everybody in ICW, like everything in ICW, the strongest survive, the strongest thrive. The talent shows.
The fans might question the methods the K5 uses to win their matches, but in the end, they do win their matches, and they are the ICW United States Tag Team Champions.
And the W is what counts. Bit of a raucous crowd. The opinions kind of split. K5 actually has their fans. Not necessarily a bad guy group. People approve of their methods. Winning brings popularity.
Well, looks like some people aren't fans of K5. They're chanting paper champion.
Your U.S. Tag Team Champions. This match will be officiated by Chuck Orr.
So your Battle Rumble 2012 off to an auspicious start. We don't start with just some plain old two guys going at it match. We start off putting the tag belts on the line right up front.
It's go big or go home, Gonzo.
That's the way it is here at ICW. A little bit of motivation, a little bit of odd motivation. Your referee, Chuck Oren, ringing a bell, and away we go.
Shawn Phoenix and Flex Magnum defeated the Syndicate and the team of Skorpio and Teddy Khan last month to win in order to become the number one contenders. They're looking to become champions tonight. Do you think they can get that done?
Well, they're certainly an unorthodox tag team. You would expect a tag team to be two wrestlers with matching or complementary styles. And Flex Magnum, being the veteran that he is, he's worked with dozens and dozens of tag team partners throughout his career, so he's very, very flexible. He's very, very adaptable. And he adapted to Shawn Phoenix's style, and it's been working so far. Unorthodox, yet effective.
I definitely think that Flex Magnum's experience could possibly get him the ICW United States Tag Team Champion.
No doubt about it. Now, the strategy seems to be going to the ground game right now, as opposed to the other members of the tag team division, which have some very, very large tag teams out there, some gigantic, some behemoths. Both of these tag teams are relatively on the small and quick side, and Phoenix is now using the ground and pound method. He's slowing it down, although it doesn't play to his strengths because he's got to be, if not the fastest, one of the fastest members of independent championship wrestling.
Just tagged in his partner, Flex Magnum.
Now this strategy plays right into Magnum's wheelhouse because he is what you would call a technician's technician. Flawless technique, and it's all designed to want to round your partner down, grind him down, and make it easier for you at the end of the match to be able to get a pin because they'll be exhausted. Control the match. Duck under, big forearm over the top, and back to the pin. Keep him on the ground. There he goes, staying all over him.
Tag team work there. Shawn Phoenix.
Big Russian leg sweep. There he goes, staying right on top of him. So far, the strategy really paying off.
Monem's going to need to tag in his partner soon. Otherwise, the ground gets you hurt.
ADD right back to the mat. Big arm drag. Big, deep arm drag. Like I said, using that speed. But once again, rounding his opponent.
Bending the left arm.
You can see that shoulders almost separate.
Yeah.
Now they're going after a limb.
It seems like the crowd is enjoying Dawson.
Whatever he's doing, try not to get him a camera view.
Once again, that contrasting style, that unorthodox tag team, but still. Magnum Express. The big leg drop.
Breaking the pin there. If there was any question about whether Magnum and Phoenix will work together as a team, I think they've proven that they can. They continuously. K5 takes any opportunity they can to try to cheat, but in the end, it doesn't matter. As long as they walk away with the championship, that's good enough for them.
No doubt, they're a very effective tag team as well. Like I said, you're dealing with two tag teams who use their teamwork very, very effectively. And if there's any wonder, like I said, you have the other behemoths of the tag team division, how these two smaller tag teams manage to get their way to the top, being champion and #1 contender. It's tag team wrestling. It's working as a unit.
That's exactly what the K5 is doing right now. I think the referee needs to try to get Dawson out of the ring, but
Atomic drop. Here comes that tag team once again. Kicked him over into the corner. Bring it up intentionally. Yeah, very smart. Chuck Warren's got himself preoccupied in the corner. He's out of position. After that tag team move, they had an opportunity to get the quick pin right there, but Chuck Warren, once again, it's only a matter of seconds. Only a matter of seconds, and you can recover. You take a deep breath, you hear that second slap of the mat, all of a sudden, instinct takes over.
Dawson tagging himself in. Single kicks to the chest. Dawson. Now the crowd behind Flex Magnum.
ADD just taunting Flex Magnum. Staying in control of his opponent. He keeps that ride over the hips. So even though Flex might be crawling toward him, he keeps that ride, keeps control in case Flex tries to dive. He still has his legs there to stop him. Keeping his weight over him, and it's still causing Flex Magnum to exert himself. The reversal, he flips over. Once again, that heady veteran, that cagey veteran, he knows where he is and what's going on at all times.
I think Dawson was paying too much attention to the crowd. Not enough attention to his opponent.
Speaking of attention, I believe that might be as much attention as ADD has had paid attention to the groin area in quite a long time. But he doesn't look happy about it. Shawn Phoenix going off. A couple of clotheslines, an elbow. Once again, that speed coming into play. Duck under. Double drop kick. All four men in the ring at the same time. Chuck Warren needs to get control of this situation. The legal man in, I believe, is Shawn Phoenix. 1, 2.
I thought we were going to see new champions right there, Gonzo.
Well, so far, Phoenix and Magnum have control of the match, I think. We have Magnum and ADD on the outside right now. Shawn Phoenix ready to go for the big hind knee lift. Misses big. Oh, that's gotta hurt. You can hear that knee impact that turnbuckle.
Oh, blow by Dawson.
There's so much going on. I heard that. Reversal, attempted a Russian leg sweep, blocked it. Trying to turn him out. Oh my God, that was huge. Where did ADD come from?
Retaining their championship. What a devastating maneuver by the ICW Men's Tag Champion.
Once again, that organization, that awareness, a very, very talented young tag team, and that K5 organization, strength in numbers. They started off from the get-go, very tight unit, they're of one mind, and that's the K5 advantage.
Can't take anything away from the challengers. Shawn Phoenix, Flex Magnum put on one hell of a match, but in the end, K5 walked away with the championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 175 pounds, Adrian MarX.
This is one guy I think we need to look out for in 2012. Ever since the trademarks broke up, this man has been more aggressive. He's looking to win his first singles championship, and he has the opportunity here tonight.
Well, this all speaks back to the strength of the ICW Tag Team Division. Adrian, former member of the Trademarks, the Tag Team Champions, multiple-time Tag Team Champions. And now, he's forced to go it alone and excelling as he's the challenger for your next title. And here's your champion right now.
152 pounds, he is the ICW MarX champion, Jack Zero.
Talk about a young man who has fought, scratched, and clawed his way to the top of the ICW MarX division. And now the title holder, one Jack Zero.
Jack Zero had a great 2011. He not only held the ICW Hard Knocks Championship, he also won the ICW MarX Crown Championship. And he's just been a very impressive streak as of late. This is one man I'm definitely excited to see.
Well, you saw throughout 2011, Jack Zero put in the hard work, he put in the time, gained weight, changed his body composition, and continued to hone his game and fine-tune his game. And now what you have before you is a championship quality professional wrestler. And he is a fighting champion. He takes on all comers, and that includes the former champ Joker and anybody else who wants a piece of him. He puts that belt on the line. Not afraid to be a fighting champion.
But he also uses very unorthodox manners of winning matches. For example, the way he won that title, he wasn't even part of that match. He climbed the ladder during a match between former champion ERA and Joker and captured the ICW MarX Crown Championship.
It's all about opportunity. Pick your spots.
These two men in the ring right now appear to have been working as a unit last month when Jack Zero pretended to be Joker in the four-way number one contenders match, and then double-teamed Joker with Adrian MarX. But that was very short-lived as he attacked Adrian MarX right after and possibly sending a message.
And once again, a smart move. You may not agree with it. You may not like how he went about it. You may not like the ethics of it. But there he stands, holding on to the Pure X title. He has the belt. He is the champion. Now we're underway. Danny Royal calls for the bell.
I'm interested in seeing who the fans are going to be behind. I mean, recently, no one of these men have really been on the fan side.
Well, one thing you can always count on about ICW fans is that they're always going to have a very technical expertise, or a very high level of expertise as far as technical wrestling is concerned. So they'll show their appreciation as the match unfolds. Both of these men trying each other out. The strategy, of course, see which one wants to give in first. This is going to be a very fast-paced match, even though right now they're trying to grind it out with holds and they're feeling each other out. You'll see the speed flash. Big arm wringer and Jack going right to the ropes. He's really learned a lot of the subtleties of the pro wrestling game as recent as, actually match by match. He learns more and more about it, like conserving strength. And right now, he's just letting his ego get the best of him. And
you can see that more aggressive attitude of Adrian MarX.
when Mark's trying to take control of the match, he sees his opportunity. Once again, as far as experience is concerned, Adrian MarX has the edge. More ring time, more matches. He's been in more battle. The battles with the trademarks, all the battles that they had in the tag team division, definitely is more of a seasoned pro. And once again, he's trying to slow the action down. Big test of strength. Big test of strength. Back to the agility. Zero holds on, rolls over, gets a 2 count, holds on still. He's holding on to whom?
Two of the best wrestlers in ICW. I mean, they might not get the credit they deserve, but month in, month out.
Sweeps the leg with a takedown.
Match almost over there. Adrian MarX not letting go.
A jump over reversal, back around again. Breaks the hold, big arm drag.
Like the crowd enjoyed that.
And once again, that speed, you'll get the appreciation of the crowd, but you can see they're sitting on the edge of their chair. They're waiting to see what happens next. So far, both the champion and the challenger not disappointing. Backs him into the ropes. A big shoulder tackle. Through all his weight to the Jack Zero, brings him down. Goes for the cover. 2 count.
Jack is going to have to do a little more than that if he wants to put out Adrian MarX.
Snap suplex. Float over. Kind of a lazy float over. Starting to get a little cocky. Starting to get a little angry. If there's any flaw to Jack Zero's game, it has to be his temper. Now we're starting to go to a little higher impact. There's that agility. Back around, Hurricane Rana. Both men taken out. Both men landing awkwardly. Zero landing on his head. He recovers first.
That took a lot more out of Adrian MarX than it did Jack Zero. Jack Zero trying to capitalize on this. Zero taking his time.
That might not be a bad idea, considering that right now MarX is still having trouble with the effects of that awkward landing. He's still having trouble. Coming off of that. He got out of the way, but you see he's still shaken up.
Adrian MarX needs to take advantage of the opportunity. In fact, that's exactly what he's doing.
Jumps back up, he takes over, gets control, big opportunity to duck under, and a shoulder tackle. Big, deep Japanese arm drag, and the cover.
Yeah, when you check. No. Jack Zero kicking out in the last second.
We're still seeing a matter of recovery here. Jack Zero still seems to be a step ahead, still seems to be a little fresher. I wouldn't be surprised if Adrian MarX had a concussion.
This definitely wouldn't help.
Oh, the impact to the face, the drop kick. There's nowhere for your head to go when you connect with a drop kick on somebody in the corner like that.
Jack Zero was arguing with the referee.
Fisherman suplex, float over, 2 count. Adrian MarX is running on instinct right now. A series of quick chops. Danny Royer getting control of the match. That's one thing about, I'll say that about Danny Royer. She gets control of these matches. She's a woman working in a man's world, and it doesn't matter. Furious comeback, furious barrage of forearms for Adrian MarX. And a big clothesline. This would be the second win for him. Hear the impact.
Adrian MarX needs to try to go for a pin.
He needs to turn him over and go for that pin. He's still reeling from the, I'm telling you right now, it wouldn't surprise me if he had a concussion. What is going
music
on?
that is. He's not part of this match. I said earlier, these two men.
You never know with the Joker, who is coming out from behind. The Madman has made his presence felt. The Joker in the ring, dealing out chair shots.
The Joker was the victim of an attack by both of these men last month at Rage of Controversy. It looks like he's just trying to return the favor.
Well, there's no doubt about it. The Joker wants his belt back. And he has a beef. He has a beef about how he lost that belt. Did he just spit?
He did spit on the back of our champion.
This is disgusting.
Oh.
But that's just returning the favor. They disrespected him. Somebody has to get control of this maniac. The Joker exacting a measure of revenge. Once again proving he is still a major part of the Pure X mix.
And as a result of his interference in this match, Jack Zero is still the Pure X Crown champion.
One of the most exciting and prolific and talented athletes in professional wrestling in South Florida. And that's saying a lot. South Florida, Miami being a hotbed of pro wrestling. And the electrifying JB Crew, a prime example of that Miami style.
The moment his music hit, the crowd went wild, and everyone trying to get a handshake. And Showtime, JB Cool.
JB Cool has all the tools, has all the weapons in his arsenal. He's got that combination of speed, strength, agility, explosiveness. He is going to be a very, very difficult contender to defend against.
Let's see if he can use all of that to potentially leave here as the FOW champion.
Well, we're also talking about a pro who has held multiple titles in multiple promotions, both in the singles and the tag team division. So this ought to be a fantastic match. Here's your champion.
Weighing in at 240 pounds, he is the FOW champion, Tommy Vandal.
Your FOW champion taking the back door, throwing the crowd off. This is ICW. He is the future of wrestling champion, and showing his disdain, comes in the back way with his manager, Bobby Rogers, the evil genius.
Having Bobby Rogers in your corner is definitely not a bad thing.
Well, there's no doubt about it. Bobby Rogers is a guy who has taken the independent pro wrestling scene, the independent pro wrestling business in Florida to heights never seen before. His Future of Wrestling promotion has produced pros that have gone on to the heights of the WWE and WrestleMania. He has had a who's who of legends and superstars pass through his company and hold this title. And this man right here, Tommy Vandal, has paid his dues and earned the right. He's wrestled worldwide. He's defended that belt all over the world. And he is obsessed with maintaining and retaining the FOW title. I've known Tommy Vandal since he just got into this business. I know Tommy Vandal when he first started out with his brothers, and I'll tell you what, he has made himself into a fantastic champion, a champion that's proud of his belt, a champion that is proud of his company, and a champion who is very, very difficult to beat.
And if you could see the white coloring in the background of the FOW Championship, it represents how pure that title is. And all of the legends that have held that championship, Tommy Vandal holds himself on the same level as those legends and considers himself pure.
And it's true. That's an accurate statement because of the prestige of that title, the prestige of that belt being held by so many legends, being held by so many. When you think of South Florida wrestling, and we're talking Hollywood, Florida area, FOW is the standard, it's the brand. And ICW has worked thus your champion defending that title here at ICW. He defends it at FOW, he defends it on the road. People bring him in from all over the world to defend that title because of the prestige of that title. Whoever holds the FOW title has beaten somebody to be that champion.
Tommy Vandal is not one to back away from a fight. As you said, he's defended that title in multiple promotions. And tonight's not any different. Last month, he defended it against Justin Sane in a match where Justin Sane took him to his limit. And I feel like with the experience of JB Cool, Tommy's definitely going to be taken to his limits again tonight.
And here comes the champ. Here you go, champ.
I swear to God, you touch her. Don't put your hands up. You understand me? I don't like it one bit. And I don't like you, so shut up.
Make a little room for you there, champ. It's fine, it's safe.
It's cold.
She's cold. Okay. One obsession continues. We're talking about a man obsessed about his belt. He refers to it as her.
He covered the championship with the t-shirt because she was cold.
I think maybe Tommy Vandal might need a girlfriend. I get the feeling his girlfriend is right here with us on the table.
He hasn't been able to find anyone as pure as that championship.
I guess.
And the match is started.
Here we go, folks.
Yeah, I don't know if way better.
Lock up, collar, and elbow. Go behind. JB Cool, very hard to control due to that athleticism, that agility, that strength. Big fireman takeover. Nice step behind, puts his weight behind his shoulder, steps over and reverses the armbar.
JB.
Big reversal into the headlock. Tommy going to the impact. JB not afraid to trade blows. Big shoulder tackle. Drop down. Hip toss, blocked again. Go behind, reversal. Big roll up. Push off.
JB is still up.
Laying possum. Roll over, in behind. JB Cool has eyes in the back of his head.
JB is
Big deep
definitely
arm drag back in control. Once again, the athleticism and the speed.
Tommy trying to take JB to the corner, possibly trying to get out.
That's that ring awareness of the champion. He's always going to know where he is and how to utilize the ring to his advantage. JB Cool stopping himself. Springboard.
Manny, you missed it from my side.
There. That shows you. That's the reaction of a champion. He's always thinking 2 and 3 moves ahead. That way he's not surprised. As you've seen before, Tommy Vandal has excellent reaction to any situation. His ring awareness, championship level.
I think Tommy might be taking a little bit too much time.
Believe you me, it's always a calculated risk with this man. Right now, he feels he's in control of the match and he's going to methodically break JB Cool down. Brings him over to the ropes. Now, why would you come over to talk to us? That's right.
The referee Chuck Horn doesn't see is Bobby Rogers choking out JB Cool.
You need to stop looking at us.
In the other corner, Bobby Rogers was choking out JB Cool.
I figured something nefarious was happening.
And Bobby Rogers is ringside. It's bound to happen.
It's always going to be an advantage for the champion. I wonder what he would think if he knew I was touching the belt right now.
Better be careful, Gonzo. Tommy might turn around, see you touching his pure championship there.
Go ahead, give it a touch. Just touch it a little.
Make sure he's not looking at me.
Nice, huh? It's nice leather, that white leather. Once again, he seems to have an issue with somebody in the crowd, and there goes Bobby Rogers.
Bobby taking
Is he biting him? We're going to have to get JB Cool a set of shots after this.
JB fighting back.
Those right hands ineffectual, though. He's still worn down. You could tell as he was throwing them, they were coming up a little short. They were coming up a little weak. One thing I know for sure, and that is Tommy Vandal can take a punch. When you're a champion of his caliber, you have to be resilient. Right now, he's back in control of the match. That's one thing you'll notice about championship quality professional wrestlers is they're always in control. They're always keeping control of their opponent. Once you're able to master that, that's when you hold belts. That's when you hold championships for long periods of time. Go for the cover. 2 count.
Tommy just wants to end this, take his pure FOW championship and get out of here. But JB still has a lot of fight in him.
Taking his time, adjusting his equipment. Sends him up to vertical base, body slam. Something so rudimentary, something so basic, but it takes the wind out of your opponent's sails, and in his current condition, cutting off his wind, keeping him disoriented with a body slam, once again enables control. JB rolls out of the way. And there you have that explosive, instinctive maneuver that comes from being an elite athlete. Both men down.
JB needs to try to get to his feet, or at least try to roll Tommy Vandal over and try to get that pinfall.
Now here we have a little bit of complicity. Chuck Oren, a longtime FOW official, and he helps Tommy Vandal to his feet. I saw that, you saw that, we all saw that. Big miss of the big right hand. JB Cool with a series of lefts. That big haymaker sends him into the corner, big splash. Going for high impact right now. He's got the champ rocking and reeling.
We could be moments away from crowning a new
He needs to go for the cover. He needs to stop playing to the crowd.
JB trying to get the crowd into this.
Big elbow. But there you have the resiliency. Tommy Vandal struggling to his feet. Boot to the midsection.
JB was looking to end it.
Another instinctive and flexible move.
Huge drop kick from the champion Tommy Vandal onto JB Cool.
Did you see the elevation on that thing?
This just shows how experienced Tommy Vandal is. He knows what he's doing.
It's all about reaction to your situation at this level, at this championship level. And there you have it. Goes for the super kick. Belly to back, and there's some sort of issue.
Tommy may have hurt his
Tommy
leg
Vandal
there.
holding the left ankle.
Referee Chuck Oren trying to check on the champ.
We have a break in the action. There seems to be a problem with Tommy Vandal's left ankle, left leg.
Chuck Oren, Bobby Rogers trying to keep JB away while they check on the champion.
If I were JB Cool, I would not trust this one bit.
Well, looks like Chuck Oren calling for some help. This might be serious, Gonzo.
Nonetheless, knowing the players involved. Now JB Cool calling to the back for medical assistance. Are we going to see a trainer out here?
Let's go to Hooters. Let's go to Hooters. Let's go to Hooters.
It looks like Bobby Rogers calling. Bobby Rogers making a call. I don't know. He's calling a hospital.
Bobby Rogers on
Tommy
the phone.
Vandal.
Calling 911. What are you doing?
Some help coming out here.
Look at Charlie. Look at Charlie. Look at Charlie.
Call somebody.
Got the boot off.
Gonzo, I think Tommy might be hurt. This is
Very attractive little booty socks, I must say.
I'm sure he finds those socks to be pure, just like his championship.
Yeah, I noticed the white. What was that? Out of nowhere. And a quick 3 count.
Tommy Vandal.
Undeniable.
He faked
This
it
is
in.
the way that FOW does things.
Tommy Vandal faking a leg injury. And then hitting the super kick on JB Cool to retain his championship.
All right, referee Bruce Owens out with the hood, with the blindfold.
I'm not sure it gets more old school than a blindfold match.
Once again, ICW bringing you the most bang for your buck, the highest amount of excitement for the ICW Hard Knocks Championship. We have ourselves a blindfold match. This one between the one and only Skorpio, an ICW legacy and legend, versus the Jersey Kid Speedy. A lot of controversy over Speedy and his possession of the Hard Knocks Championship, the betrayal of his own brother, Maverick, and of course being close friends, Skorpio taking matters into his own hands and injecting himself, inserting himself into the mix for the Hard Knocks Championship. And he got his wish, the blindfold match. Careful what you wish for.
And from Union City, New Jersey, weighing in at 190 pounds, he is the Hard Knocks champion, the Jersey Kid, Speedy.
Controversial young champion and his manager, his promoter, his agent, the Golden Sheep, the Jersey Kid Speedy, always with the spotlight. Instead of having the spotlight on him, he brings his own spotlight.
And the Jersey Kid is a moniker of Speedy's supplement brother's Maverick.
I find it kind of odd that the Golden Sheik happens to be wearing an American flag tie. I find that to be a little disrespectful, considering his bent, considering all that he's done. I really don't see how that. I see that to be a little bit on the disrespectful side, wearing that American flag tie. And also knowing the patriot that Skorpio is. I see down the line somewhere Skorpio is going to do something about that tie.
And you might just pull it and choke out the Golden Sheik.
The blindfold match. Very, very dangerous match. Both men will be blindfolded. Both of them will be hooded. And the crowd plays a huge role in the match. Because they'll be the ones letting them know. Getting warmer, getting colder, warmer. The advantage has got to be with the champion because he has the Golden Sheik outside the ring. He has one voice that he can hear, that he can trust. Being a controversial figure that he is, he can't trust the crowd to tell him the right way to go. He can't trust it. And there's your bell.
Being a wrestler is difficult enough as it is, but having your sight taken away from you, trying to find your opponent first off is difficult, but then trying to execute a move to take them out, get the pin, and win the Hard Knocks Championship is even harder.
And in these matches, I've seen them plenty of times. In these matches, there's a feeling out process. There's literally a feeling around process. Once again, you can see the Golden Sheik shouting out, "Follow me, follow me." Skorpio asking for quiet.
The crowd trying to help Skorpio find Speedy.
And there you go, Skorpio relying on the crowd, pointing in the direction. Tell him you're getting warmer, and near miss.
And both men
attacked the turnbuckles, missed each other by inches.
It looks like Skorpio's bowing down to us, but
very effective hoods, very effective blindfolds. Skorpio's over here telling us to be quiet.
Speedy.
We're the only ones on this side of the ring.
Speedy has managed to sneak wins out. His first one winning that championship, he faked an injury, distracted his brother Dash, and won the championship. And last month, he took advantage of the fact that Teddy Khan had already been in a gruesome match. He was already taken out, knocked out, and he came out and faced him in the last man standing match, virtually doing nothing.
But like I said before, in ICW, it's all about opportunity and taking advantage of it. When you get the chance, you take your shot.
But if Skorpio can get his hands on Speedy, I'm sure he's not going to give him a chance. He's not going to let him try to sneak a win out.
The crowd's starting to show a little frustration.
The Golden Sheik trying to trick Skorpio into walking the opposite direction.
Aha!
Close.
Near miss. Skorpio following his ears. He hears the floundering. You can tell he hears it.
I don't know if Speedy's trying to crawl towards Skorpio or try to get out of the ring.
He might be catching a whiff of Spade's perfume, and he gravitates to Spade. That's not too wise of a move for a man with a blindfold to be spinning around in circles like that.
Oh, both men.
So close. So close. He has him, and we have contact. Both men finally making contact.
And now that they make contact, I don't think they're gonna lose. So, Skorpio arguing with the turnbuckle. Speedy fighting with the turnbuckle in the other corner.
That's the strange thing about these blindfold matches. Although the opportunity is there, if you take your hands off your opponent, they can slip away, and once again, you're blindfolded. You can't see.
It's rare that referee Bruce Michaels is the most aware person in the ring, but I guess that's the case tonight.
Once again, sneaking around. Jersey Kid making contact, rolls him up. We actually had, Skorpio has, big forearm to the back. Now there's grasp and control.
Trying to execute a maneuver might be even more dangerous. They can't see their opponent. It's easy to make a mistake.
Big neck breaker. Don't try to cover the ring. Still there. Now all the Golden Sheik can do is encourage his man to stay away. He might not be hurting. He might be hurting his wrestlers' prospects because he's standing right next to him, shouting instructions.
Well, earlier in the match, he was trying to confuse Skorpio, telling him to go in the opposite direction. Now it does appear as if he's
feeling around. Frustration starting to show on the face of the champion. Skorpio has referee Bruce Owens. He's got him in a sleeper hold, but he's got the wrong guy.
But in the corner, Golden Sheik. Wait, Speedy just removed his blindfold.
This is ridiculous. Bruce Owens is disoriented. And that's it.
The Golden Sheik helped Speedy steal another win.
Bruce Owens can't see. He's still groggy from the sleeper hold.
celebrating his win. Referee Bruce Michaels didn't see that the Golden Sheik told Speedy to take off his blindfold, took advantage of the fact that Skorpio had taken the referee out with the sleeper hold.
Next on the agenda, we have a contract signing.
And I'm sure nobody is more excited than Bass Maverick about this. He's pretty much had everything taken away from him at the hands of Shawn Prime, his ex-girlfriend and friend, Angel Rose, and his own brother, Speedy.
Coming off of an outstanding 2011, where once again, another member of ICW that has moved his game to the next level beyond. A radical change, a radical improvement from the Dash Maverick we saw before to the professional wrestler we see before us right now.
They really like my new music backstage. You guys,
He is the master of the D.
So very awesome, and I thank you all for coming out here tonight. Seriously, you guys are the best, and you're the reason we do all this. Give yourselves a round of applause, please. You guys have actually set, are those clappers? These kids have moxie right there. There you go, good job. You guys have stuck with us for an entire year, this whole thing between me and Shawn Prime. You guys have sat here, you guys have watched the whole thing unfold, and now it finally come to a head. It started out with him interrupting my promos, then attacking my family, costing me the ICW title, the FOW title. He has done nothing but play my life for the past year. And now Shawn Prime, right here is a contract already signed by me for next month, February 18th, right here at Total Meltdown. It's finally going to be Dash Maverick versus Shawn Prime. And now, oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Finally, I know you're back there. Here's the contract. Sign it and let's get this match on.
Now, I have to admit, I had prior knowledge to what Dash Maverick was intending on doing. And I think that this was the proper venue and the proper setting to do it.
Shawn Prime has appeared to be running away from Dash Maverick for the last few months, but there's no running now. The contract is in the ring.
Shawn Prime is the most diabolical, conniving, manipulative force in ICW. If anyone wondered, with the old Rude Awakening and the domination that the Rude Awakening had in the company, you now know where most of the impetus originated. This is a very, very calculating, very, very, like I said, manipulative young man.
You brought your own chair.
Very smart, almost too.
Does this mean an excruciatingly long Shawn Prime promo? Do I need a chair? Because us fat guys, we don't stand around for too long. Chief, look over this. As my business manager looks over that legal document, Dash. Excuse me. If everybody's looking, fine, I'll pop through you. Dash.
Cockiness of Prime just
Anytime that you keep pieces of trash
on a chair
shut
and
your mouths, I will continue what I have
and
to
enjoy
say.
usual rapport is
I'm sorry,
relationship.
could you repeat that? Because I couldn't hear it over all these people saying you suck.
Well, it's clear who the fans favor.
Very well, Ash. I'll make this short. Since the beginning, Dash, it's been you and me. We're the last two ICW originals left standing. And you know what? You spent every last second stealing from this company. For those of you who don't know, that's
Accusation.
Maverick. Sole responsibility in ICW, and the reason that he is even a professional wrestler, I use that term loosely, in this ring, is because that's Maverick, and it's all the ICW recaps you see on your social media after the shows have concluded.
This is true.
He works the website, he works the YouTube, he works the Facebook, and he works the MySpace, if you're Tom, you're still on it. Dash, being an IT guy doesn't make you a professional athlete, or did anyone ever tell you that? It's simple, Dash. Shawn Prime, since the moment he stepped foot in this company, has been solely responsible for making ICW successful. I am the one that made ICW a name in Miami. I am the one that brought us into this building, and I am the one that has made Lucha Fest 3 possible. Dash. I don't appreciate someone coming into my ring, into my promotion that I built, and stealing from me. And while I have stood here for well over 8 years and watched you walk around like you own this place, I decided to put my foot down and say enough was enough. That is why, Dash, I took your family from you. That is why I took your loved ones. I have taken your fans. I have taken everything from you, and you still came back. Sheik? Sheik? Signed, sealed, soon to be delivered, legally binding. I beat your ass next month. And guess what, Dash? Now nothing can stop me, because no matter what happens in the Rumble tonight, regardless of the outcome, next month, your career, whether you or them know it or not, is coming to an end. All hail Pride!
There you have it, folks. It's on next month. The final showdown.
The contract signed. It's official. A Total Meltdown. Shawn Prime, Dash Maverick.
I'll have to say, I admire the constraint and the... Both of these gentlemen have come a long way as far as their professionalism. As early as last year, like this.
The crowd is split here. There's his manager, Jim Sure there.
Now your crowd reaction speaks to the popularity of the Tech Squad, a relatively new outfit, a relatively new tag team here in ICW. But TC Reed, always popular. And I know I keep harping on it, but another performer who in the last year, over 2011, has taken his game to the next level. I know it sounds repetitive, but it's true.
If you want to talk about somebody who's changed in 2011.
And we're about to say it again.
Now the question is, did Angel Rose change for the better or for the worse? She's definitely more aggressive. She's angrier. She's not out there trying to win the fans' approval.
And has aligned herself with the Golden Sheik, Shawn Prime, cadre. Once again, very controversial. She has gone from a universal fan favorite. I have literally seen fans crying when she has won the women's championship. I have seen fans crying when she has lost matches. And for her to make the turn, to change her attitude, but still yet go to the next level, is an amazing thing.
Look at that. She made referee Danny Royer hold the ropes for her. This arrogance from Angel Rose.
But she is such a resilient and skilled competitor that she's taking on men, because ICW is having trouble getting female competitors to come in and take her on.
And it hasn't been too big a problem for Angel Rose. She's been in there with some of the best wrestlers in ICW, and she's proven herself. And I think she just might do that here tonight too.
Well, it has to originate from the battles that she's had with Calypso.
I'm scared of Calypso.
Because we're talking about Calypso is twice her size. So her ability, her resiliency, her strength, and of course that attitude, I think, was forged through the battles with Calypso and her frustration in not being able to retain the women's title.
Everybody got the prize.
Angel Rose, a multi-time ICW Women's Champion. She also held the ICW Hard Knocks Championship last year.
Exactly. Which, believe me, once you have a woman that's holding a traditionally male title, if you will, the women of professional wrestling around the country, they hear that, and then when they get the call from ICW's office, trust me, I work in the office, there's a lot of trepidation. Her original opponent tonight begged off. Mysterious illness at the last minute.
Well, I don't blame her.
It happens a lot. It happens a lot. Why? I believe there's an element of how am I going to go down to Miami and take on this little firebrand who now has on men. And here she is taking on a man, taking on TC Reed, because quite frankly, she doesn't care with anybody else. She's confident of her skills. She's proven herself to be tough and resilient.
If she can pick up a win over the former ICW United States Tag Team Champion.
Taking it, TC Reed right away with the arm wringer. TC coming back around. Very effective with using her legs. You'll see her use her legs a lot tonight. TC making the mistake of deferring to her as a woman.
Angel Rose gonna fall for this? Oh.
This is bordering on the ridiculous. You can't disrespect her as a competitor. He's going to end up getting hurt.
A unique pin there by TC
I
Reed.
wouldn't necessarily call it unique, more along the lines of sexist. Straight up sexist. Now I understand TC's trying to be comical. He's trying to be entertaining. But he had better be careful. Overconfidence could end up, she could end up taking him out in a snap.
I definitely wouldn't take Angel Rose lightly.
TC Reed having a good time with it so far.
Well, that's just going to make Angel Rose angrier.
Now we're getting into the numbers game. Golden Sheik has TC Reed's attention and it enables Rose to slip back in.
Yeah, you gotta do that. Start recording
All right, Angel Rose composes herself. She's ready to go again.
TC Reed still.
A disingenuous proposal.
Enziguri.
Paying the price.
Angel Rose has had enough of the comical acts of TC Reed.
Powerful kicks and stomps. She has those quadriceps femoris muscles. Look at the size and the development of those things. A lot of power behind those kicks. And a chop. TC Reed's got to be a little confused, not to mention a little worn out from the shot. Always good to have, oh, an extreme low blow. Danny Royer needs to get control of this match. That should be a disqualification, but there are no count-out rules to this. According to the sheet, there's no count-out rules. I think right now TC Reed's trying to find out, maybe do a little testing 1-2.
TC Reed still feeling the effects of that kick to the groin.
He's really got to stop apologizing every time he gains the advantage in this match. What is he trying to do? Looking for the fireman's carry off the top turnbuckle.
Angel Rose trying to fight him off.
An attempted Hurricane Rana. And here comes Angel Rose once again. The power of those legs, he needs to take her seriously.
What impact.
That Hurricane Rana launches TC Reed across the ring.
Angel Rose almost picked up the win there. TC Reed needs to stop taking Angel Rose lightly. She does have a chance of winning this match. And maybe if he stops proposing to her and trying to make the crowd laugh and pays more attention to winning this match.
He's finding out a hard lesson right now. As far as a competitor and an athlete is concerned, what have we here? Devastating reverse DDT.
Angel Rose's neck might have been broken in half. TC Reed needs to take advantage of this. Needs to go for a pin. Well, Angel Rose beginning to get up slowly.
Both competitors reeling, one from an upper extremity head injury and the other one from a lower extremity injury. Big boot to the chin. Angel Rose out on her feet. And the cover. 1, 2.
Golden Sheep tried to distract the referee to no avail.
And the former women's champion showing her heart.
Jim Chabert trying to scream some advice to TC Reed.
TC playing to the crowd again. He should be taking advantage of this situation.
Looks like Angel Rose giving in.
All right, Manny, I'm good.
Seems to be some sort of reconciliation. Did you see that coming?
Now TC Reed has Angel Rose up. The Golden Sheik distracting the referee. Look, Speedy running into the ring. Speedy.
You could hear TC Reed's skull knocking off the side of that belt. He is out. He is out. He is unconscious.
And Angel Rose picked up the victory. TC Reed. TC Reed didn't take Angel Rose seriously, but she took advantage of the distraction. Speedy came in, bashed TC Reed over the head with the Hard Knocks Championship, and Angel Rose scored the pin.
distracted by the beauty, distracted by his attraction, forgot the fact that you're dealing with an athlete, you're dealing with a professional wrestler, and one who is both resilient and powerful in her own right. Your winner, Miss Angel Rose.
This is a match I think all the fans will be excited for. First time ever.
For the first time, it's the Joker versus
Your former ICW champion.
And here's the madman himself.
I can't even hear myself when Joker enters the arena.
The This is their boy, this is their man, this is their guy.
But then again, so is his opponent.
For these fans, their faith, their loyalty, and we all know pro wrestling is an escape. It's an entertaining, athletic, exciting, and this is an individual company. Everybody who's followed this company has grown to love with their heart and soul. He has been a great representative of ICW because it's insanity. And the insanity, the madness, has never been better exemplified than by this eccentric athlete, this enigmatic lunatic, the Joker. And what can you say about Mykal Manix?
You ready?
Of course, Mykal Manix with his son EJ.
Some say the real champ of the family. This is the man. This is the spirit of ICW. It's a Miami. It's a community thing. And nobody exemplifies that any better than Mykal Manix.
This is definitely going to be a hard one to call, Gonzo. The fans love both of these competitors. I'm personally a fan of both of these competitors. They're both former ICW champions. Anyone can win this.
Well, you know, this being a special attraction match, both of these gentlemen asked for it because both of these gentlemen saw as the card fleshed out, they weren't booked on the card. They had to be put together. And it was literally a situation where they looked at each other across the locker room and they said, "You want to? Sure, let's do it."
I'm surprised that they've gone this long without ever stepping in the ring one-on-one. But I'm just thankful that we're finally going to be able to see it here tonight.
Well, there's a tremendous amount of respect and love between these two. They both exemplify the finer points of ICW.
We saw Joker earlier taking out Jack Zero and Adrian MarX, but now he's here with a man he actually respects, a man that everyone in this crowd respects. Apparently they respect EJ too.
Two monstrous crowd favorites. And they're both ready and raring to go too. Now they want to check the ref. Easy now. They got to be careful with Bruce Owens. Not too much excitement. And there's your bell.
Strong crowd support for Joker. Might have been even stronger crowd support for Manix.
Where the fuck is the burger at?
I would have to say that the ladies are tilted more towards the Joker. And the men and the kids are all Manix fans.
Hey, how does it feel eating in the bathroom?
Joker sporting a new look with his hair.
He's so hungry.
That's our Mykal Manix. He starts off with a double chop.
Cut your hands
And now
Cut your hands up.
playtime is over. They get down to some serious. He's got a headlock on some air. I would call that a headlock reversal, I guess.
Look at that.
Backs him, shoots him off into the ropes. Kind of a big guy to be hitting with a shoulder tackle.
Manix is not going down.
We're talking about a low center of gravity and a lot of weight behind it.
Look at that. Look at that.
It's like lifting a refrigerator.
Look at all that.
And for a big man to get off his feet like that, the impact, of course, Joker's feeling it right now.
Manix moves around pretty quickly for someone of his size. Joker begging not to be slammed. No avail there.
Playtime is over. And of course, Manix continues to borrow that move from me.
You're an innovator, Gonzo.
Yes, I am. Anyway, goes for the 2 count.
Well, early on, this match seems to favor Manix. Joker needs to try to get back into this.
Well, Joker has a seemingly superhuman ability to recover from injury. Plus, he has very good speed, very good physical strength.
That'll be raw, though. He comes in, distracted carry.
Do you hear music?
Thought I did.
Once again, Joker trying to move the big man.
All 305 pounds of Mykal Manix.
One shot. Oh, wait.
One half of the system showing why you can't beat him. Death Valley Driver. Only a 2 count. Once again, the super resilient Joker. You're going to need to beat him down a little more than that.
There's a reason both these men are former ICW champions. They know what it takes to be on top. And whoever wins this match will surely be in contendership. I can imagine if the champion would like to pay a lot of attention to this match, it will move up in the rankings. The crowd favoring Manix at the moment.
I'm kind of mad.
Putting all his weight on the Joker's chest, that's got to cut your wind off significantly. Mykal Manix staying in control of the match, bringing Joker up slowly. Joker breaks loose, couple of 3, 4 right hands, one big right hand slows him down, cuts him off. Joker back into the corner. Here comes Manix, big short splash. Oh, we can feel the impact. Manix up to the second turnbuckle.
Are you serious?
Watch the big man fly.
305 pounds.
Blockbuster.
I had it though.
Flying off the turnbuckle. An ICW
This
chant.
could be over. both these competitors super double tough. Neither one are going to want to give an inch.
Look at that ass. Look at that ass.
And what a slap from Manix to Joker.
You could feel the air displacement this far outside the ring. Setting him up for the big suplex. High impact maneuver.
I know, right? No, what the fuck, dog?
Manix going up to the second
Camera
turnbuckle
two,
once
camera one,
again.
camera two, camera one.
Big leg drop. This thing could be over. Goes for the cover.
I am shocked that Joker managed to kick out of that one.
A little bit of a lackadaisical cover. He should have hooked the leg. He should have tied him up in a package. That's the best way that you're going to be able to tie up a performer, an athlete like the Joker. His instincts are always going to take over. When he hears that smack of the mat, instincts are always going to take over. If you have him tied up, you have him hooked, that instinctual twitch that every wrestler has when they feel that second slap of the mat will be contained once you have your opponent hooked like that.
Now Joker trying to use the applause of the crowd to get back into this. Manix throwing him to the ropes. Joker taking down Manix.
Big reversal into a jawbreaker.
Look at that ass.
Once again, double hook of the legs. That's fundamentals right there.
Manix still has some fight in him. He won't go down.
Joker taking control of the match. Big high elevation standing drop kick. Big DDT, keeping the big man off his feet, keeping him rolling.
Just rammed his head to the mat.
And there goes that twitch. Did not hook the leg.
Jones, I think you got to get in there. You got to tell them, hook the leg. Because if they don't hook that leg, this match, these two men have no ounce to put in them.
It always comes down to that. Springboard up.
Joker looking to the crowd.
The madman exhorting the ICW faithful. He's going up to the top turnbuckle. High impact. The big splash.
Frog splash.
Can he do it?
1, 2.
Manix.
Hooked the leg, but they got the shoulder up. Joker's the first.
I don't think this match is going to be over, so at least one of these men is going to have to be taken out with some help. They will not quit.
Joker trying to exhort the crowd. You see a little bit of frustration etched on his face. He's starting to drool.
And he claims it's over. Let's see if he can get the job done.
The big slingshot leg drop misses. Manix unsteady to his feet.
Hey, you know what?
Going for the double arm DDT.
Good night, Joker.
High impact. Both men are down.
And the referee counting both these men down. They need to try to get Manix trying to roll over to Joker. Joker
one arm cover and a leg draped over the bottom rope.
Manix doesn't believe it.
The crowd is stunned. They don't know. Oh, here we go. Finally pick the Manix faithful.
Hey, actually not gonna get community service because he came here to see. I'm gonna get shit.
Back and
Big
forth.
right hands from both men. Joker and still brought that real quick. Oh. Problem hoisting the Joker.
How did Joker?
And just like that, spine buster,
Ladies and gentlemen,
hooked the leg, and the Joker is the winner.
Joker managed to pick Mykal Manix off the ground and put him down to the mat for the 1, 2, 3.
Always sudden. You would expect no less from two ICW originals.
Manix definitely put up a fight in this one. He was dominating early on in the match, but in the end, Joker able to score the pinfall and leave here as the winner.
I mean, the speed and the sudden burst of strength and the speed with which Joker executed
Hey, Manix.
the.
Manix. Gus Gomez here. That contract signed. See you February 18, buddy.
Gus Gomez, a voice from the past. Former tag team partner of Mykal Manix, Gus Gomez. Well, we have an impromptu appearance by the Army of Darkness, specifically Abuda Dean and Sycho Shawn Allen. This is an unscheduled appearance. It's not on your sheet, is it? It's not on my sheet.
Well, whenever the Army of Darkness is in the ring, only trouble.
Just some of the fun of being
Been there, done that, fat boys.
an ICW at an
Let me
ICW
tell
show.
you something. On February 18th, Total Meltdown. I requested a match with Maxx Stardom. Exactly. So here's what I got. What they have told me is I can make the rule for the match. So what we'll do is this. Don't you shut up!
Tell her next time.
What we're gonna do, Gonzo?
If it was for her, just tell her next time. No, it was for me.
We're gonna come dressed as we want. And you know what? You people, you bring what you want. Bring whatever weapons you want. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send Maxx Stardom on a permanent retirement. And now, what I want to do is see eye to eye with my opponent. So Maxx Stardom, come on out, boy. And I'll come down to your height.
Shawn Allen calling Maxx Stardom out. And yes, I did approve the stipulation. He could choose the stipulations for their match. But this is
You are watching a master at work.
and coming out here and handling the announcing duties. Allen, he could determine the stipulations all he wants. Max agreed to it, and Maxx Stardom isn't afraid of anybody.
So we're gonna make
I admire that about him. And here he is. Dressed to the nines. Always stylish.
Well, I'm a little scared of what Shawn Allen had in store for Maxx Stardom. Maxx Stardom and the Army of Darkness haven't exactly been on great terms.
What is Beast Brody? I'm not big.
We will see you at Total Meltdown, February 18th.
He was outgunned.
Ladies and chest, it's Senator. Second member of Colorado, weighing in at 235 pounds.
Kling being accompanied to the ring by the ICW United States Tag Team Champions and fellow K5 members.
Once again, K5 making its presence felt here in ICW at the highest levels. That's that law of the jungle. Only the strong survive. Only the strong advance. The cream rises.
Kling is going to try to prove himself here. He's been complaining lately that he's been left out, that he hasn't gotten the title shot he deserves. But last month, he earned the right to face the champion. Sure, he stepped over, is the leader of the K5. He even eliminated Vega. And in the end, he won the number one contendership, and he just might win the ICW Championship here tonight and prove himself to all the naysayers.
Well, there's no doubt about it. Kling is the most physically gifted member of K5. There's no doubt about that. He also may be the brains of the outfit. So it's only natural that he gets a shot at the ICW heavyweight title.
He has no easy competition.
The enigmatic, intense, downright brutal champion for Independent Championship Wrestling, the one and only Jay Biggs. The man just reeks of intensity. He tries to be nice. He tries to be friendly with the fans, but that intensity, that's what got this man to where he is today.
And Dawson trying to talk to us about the K5. And who knows, the K5 might get some gold by the end of the night if Kling can beat Jay Biggs.
Well, to me, Jay Biggs is a very, very impressive champion due to his ruthlessness, his ability, his brutality.
Kling wasting no time there. Going on the attack on the champion.
In the middle of the ceremonial showing of the belt, Kling going right at the champion. Wasting little to no time. And he had to get the champion's attention, and I think Jay Biggs is paying attention now.
Jay Biggs won that championship last year when he won at a Battle Royal in order to cash in the number one contendership at any time he wanted. He took advantage of that, won the championship. It caused a little bit of tension between him and some of his former Rude Awakening members. But in the end, it's all about the ICW Championship. And if you're not aiming for that, there's no point of being in this business.
Well, you always could tell that there was some sort of tension between Jay Biggs and the rest of the members of the Rude Awakening. Because let's face facts, Jay Biggs is not what you would call a team player. He is a lone wolf. He is a solo player. and he handles his business in a brutal fashion. A series of right hands and chops. K. Kling collapsing in the corner, having trouble catching his breath. That's all part of the plan, and the face wash still keeping K. Kling off balance and out of breath.
Daniel
what
Modem.
is this?
Daniel Modem
What
trying
is
to
this?
trip the champion.
Modem sneaking in and distracting the champion.
Oh, Kling capitalizing with a boot to the face of the champion. Biggs is going to have to be looking out for the K5.
Chuck Oren going to expel K5 from ringside. K. Kling taking advantage and getting a pin, but unable to capitalize because he couldn't get a count. The distraction backfired. Now Chuck Oren being a little more diligent and staying right in his face. He is keeping Daniel Modem right where he can see him. He's telling him, I'm not taking any more of your mess.
But Modem also took advantage of that.
More thorough.
Modem also took advantage of that, and by distracting Chuck Oren, Kling was able to hold that chokehold longer on the ropes. Now
he has that advantage backfire on them.
But Biggs has the experience.
Jay Biggs, too strong, too tough.
Looking to end this early. Modem pulled referee Chuck Oren out of the ring.
Chuck Oren's going to get control of this situation and get those two out of ringside. He's going to need to send them to the back.
As long as K5 is at ringside, I'm not sure Biggs has a chance of retaining his championship.
Well, the distraction is even more of a concern for K. Kling because it's cost K. Kling a pinfall. Even though he distracted him and helped turn the tables, Daniel Modem distracted Chuck Oren and cost K. Kling a pinfall.
It looks like they were expelled from ringside. They're exiting.
Okay, they're out, and K. Kling with a really, really cagey move pulls down the top rope and out spills our champion on the floor. K. Kling going back. Suicide dive over the top. Both men lay on the floor. I could have swore I heard their heads clunk together.
Kling might have taken out Biggs, but he also took himself out in the process.
Chuck Oren at a loss. He finally gets control of the situation, and all the action spilled outside. Once again, like I said before, K. Kling is a more physically gifted member of the K5 organization. So it's only natural he gets a shot at the championship, at the top single belt. Double underhook. Is he going for the double underhook suplex outside the ring? Drives the champion into the turnbuckle post. Goes for the double underhook again. Chuck Oren needs to get this action back into the ring.
This does not look good for Biggs.
Oh, hardcore rules. Hardcore rules. Is he going for a pin on the... it's hard to see the action.
What a story it would be if K. Kling could win the ICW championship on his first championship match. He's never had the opportunity. Oh, looks like there's a pin.
There's a 2 count on the other side of the ring.
Guess we're going to have to go by crowd reaction to realize whether this match is over or not.
All right, Manny, I got it.
Oh, we can see K. Kling now.
K. Kling go back on his feet. Seems to be running away.
No, Gonzo, it looks like he's looking for something.
Method to his madness. He's after something. Being a hardcore match, hardcore rules. There's no disqualifications, and you can use whatever. I thought he was going after the drum kit there for a second. Where, oh where, has K. Kling gone? He's got barbed wire. Now this is dangerous. You can't use barbed.
This might be a little unconventional, but I can't say I blame Kikling. He's taking full advantage of the hardcore stipulation in this match. And if he could get him the ICW Championship, then it's a job well done.
Now, ironically enough, this is kind of playing into Jay Biggs' wheelhouse. Belly to back suplex into the garbage can.
He's at that backfire for Kikling.
Kling in half. He is out. He is unconscious.
I'm not sure Biggs doesn't just want to go for the pin. He wants to hurt Kikling.
It could have been a huge mistake on Kikling's part to introduce more instead of less into this hardcore match. We're talking about Jay Biggs being very experienced in using hardcore weapons. I've seen it in some of the most hardcore bloodbaths in ICW history. And swinging DDT into the steel chair.
You got it on camera one though. Camera one was good.
Jay Biggs might be out.
The impact warped the chair.
Kikling could roll Jay Biggs over. We might see a new champion.
The only thing moving on Jay Biggs is his right leg. Oh, signs of life.
Kikling not going for the pin. It looks.
Kikling, it's over. He can barely stand upright.
I got you.
I don't know if this is a wise move on Kikling's part. I think he should have taken advantage of the fact that Jay Biggs was down.
And these hardcore matches.
That is definitely not a position Kikling wants to be in. And Jay Biggs.
Superplex belly to.
Rolling his arm
rolls over. 2 count. 3.
And I think that just proves how desperate Kikling is to win that championship. This is his first ever chance at the championship, and he wants to make it a successful one. He wants to leave here as champ, possibly be the leader of the K5 if he's holding the top gold of his company.
Misses with the roll. Barbed wire. This could be.
The crowd chanting for blood, and with that barbed wire wrapped around Kikling, they just might get it.
He's wrapping his body in barbed wire, going up to the top turnbuckle.
Alexander Enrique. Oh shit. Hey, man, look at my shot.
No way. This could hurt him as much as it could hurt. You see that rip into the skin on Jay Biggs' chest, and now it's stuck on Kikling. Both men hurt.
Kikling willing to put his body on the line, hurt himself, do whatever it takes, just for the chance of becoming champion. Now the referee trying to check on Jay Biggs.
Barbed wire sticking out of Kikling. See the scratches. The cuts.
Barbed wire stuck on Kikling.
Barbed wire caught in his hair. Having trouble getting free. That's the risk you take when you mess with that barbed wire. It's been a while since we've used barbed wire here in ICW.
You can see why.
Huge clothesline. Jay Biggs getting that second win. Belly to back again. Oh, high impact suplex.
Biggs is beginning to get angry.
Bleeding from the nose. Playing, trying to bring her around for the famouser. Reversal, boot to the gut.
Biggs hits this. Oh.
High impact. And it's over.
Oh.
More of a match of survival. More of a match. The more determined, the tougher man wins. But I think the Kling comes away with a little more respect in the back, in the locker room. He took a tremendous beating. But your champion, the one and only, Jay Biggs, the master. It's hard to beat a guy like Jay Biggs.
What is this?
You could wear yourself out.
Vega in the ring.
Another member of K5 Vega suddenly injecting himself. Biggs with the front face. Ring the bell.
Someone has to take Biggs off of Vega.
There's no way. Once he gets that locked in like that.
Oh, Biggs taking out 2 members of K5. Here comes 2 more. Well, it's time for the moment all the fans have been waiting for. The 30-man over-the-top rope Battle Rumble match in which the winner will receive a ICW Championship match at Lucha Fest 3. Now, this is the perfect opportunity for one ICW wrestler to possibly become the ICW champion. It could be a main eventer, it could be a rookie, but it looks like the match is starting with the man we saw earlier tonight, a former ICW champion, and someone who I think, despite the odds of him being number 1, could win the Battle Rumble tonight.
And he has to start off. Being number 1 is the toughest spot.
Manix has overcome a lot in his career in ICW. This is going to be tough, but he might be able to get it done.
One has to wonder if they're going to play everybody's intro music. We could be here till 2 in the morning.
Intro number 2.
I'm interested in what is this?
Well.
This is Dave Braxton's debut.
Yes, Dave Braxton, another, shall we say, a male adult entertainer.
So could you imagine Dave Braxton winning the Battle Rumble and getting that ICW title shot at Lucha Fest?
Well, all I can say is that ICW attracts talent from all over the southeastern and continental United States. What is going on here? Oh, that was a microphone.
Are you serious? Seriously, listen to me very clearly. I am a former champion of ICW. I was just in a hell of a match with Joker. I was unlucky enough to draw number 1, but son, you don't stand a chance against me. Do yourself a favor, throw yourself over the top rope.
A bit of hubris on the part of the former champion and ICW original, Mykal Manix.
Well, maybe Dave Braxton should take his advice. I'm not sure.
Mr. Braxton wants his opportunity. He's going to at least get a couple of minutes alone. This is not the time to dance.
Well, with the unpredictability of this match, I mean, technically, Dave Thraxton does stand a chance. He could win this and get that title match at Lucha Fest.
Most definitely. But right now, it's a matter of Mykal Manix being magnanimous and allowing
very unique.
Not exactly family fare, and Mr. Manix taking exception to it.
I'm not sure his attire is very family fare either, but
Mykal Manix with some dance moves of his own. Very interesting. And expels Mr. Thraxton.
Yeah, I thought he had a chance. I thought he might win this. Now Manix alone in the ring to the next.
3, 2,
We'll see. 1 second.
and the next contestant is
If I see anyone beside me, I'll.
Here's a man who was angry earlier
Mr.
tonight.
J.B. Cole having a little trouble with the curtains, the intro.
JB Cool, very impressive earlier tonight against Tommy Vandal.
And once again, another tough draw. He draws number 3, and he's in with former champion Mykal Manix. Thanks. We have plenty, but thanks. Appreciate it.
He lost one title match earlier tonight, but if he can win the Battle Rumble, he'll be guaranteed a title match at Lucha Fest. Manix.
Oh, there's no doubt about it that the
Joking.
stakes are very, very high.
At least he meant joking about this.
They're both offering to throw each other over the top. That's a bit of a that's definitely a bit of a heft. 305 pounds. He's even going to go up to the second turnbuckle. He's offering to throw himself out.
These two wasted so much time. It's time for the next entrance to enter.
And the next contestant is
Yeah. You ready?
What?
I don't know
already
if the two of them.
What?
E.J. Manix making his ICW debut. And the crowd has lost its mind. Second generation professional wrestler, the one and only E.J. Manix, makes his way up the steps to take on J.B. Cool and his father.
Talk about a surprise entry. Could you imagine E.J. Manix has a shot at winning this?
I don't know what the scouting report is. He's attempting to get J.B. Cool's attention. Boot to the leg.
EJ just took down J.B. Cool.
1, 2, 3.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm not sure anything can top that.
And the next contestant is
The FOW champion Tommy Vandal joining the ICW Battle Royal 2012. I don't think he's ever been. I don't think he's ever participated. Oh, sneaks in the back door again.
Well, earlier tonight, Tommy Vandal stole a victory over J.B. Cool. So there's definitely tension between them two. Apparently the crowd still remembers what happened earlier.
This could take a while. Are you enjoying your cheeseburger? The FOW champion over the top rope. EJ with the assist.
EJ just eliminated.
What do you want me to do about it, champ?
3, 2, 1. And the next contestant is...
EJ eliminated the FOW champion, Tommy Vandal. And Tommy Vandal's irate.
Apoplectic.
Referee's having to score Tommy Vandal. Wow, he cannot believe.
Now I have seen everything. I've seen a 4-year-old eliminate Tommy Vandal.
EJ might stand a chance.
From a battle rumble.
EJ might win the whole thing.
Playtime is over.
Shawn Prime.
Mykal Manix quickly puts EJ over the top rope. And he has been excused. I would not put it past Shawn Prime to in some way, shape, or form do something physical in nature to EJ Manix. Mykal is diligent of that fact.
Shawn Prime is a former ICW champion. The man went out there confidently, very cocky with Dash Maverick earlier tonight. And if this man can win the Battle Rumble, he won't shut up.
Shawn Prime is taking his time, and this is his strategy because he wants more bodies in the ring. More bodies in the ring. He doesn't want to get in the ring and take on 2 at once. Thus, the countdown.
2, 1. And the next contestant is...
And back comes Mr. Vega.
Vega, who 1 year ago introduced ICW to the K5, still dominant a year later. He's a former ICW champion. Oh, Shawn Prime getting into the ring.
Taking advantage of the distraction, attacking JB Cool from behind.
Manix looks like he's trying to eliminate Vega, but Vega fighting out of that.
Now, once again, Shawn Prime allowing his mouth to get the better of him. Vega having a little trouble gaining leverage to remove Mykal Manix.
Shawn Prime might be going out there. JB Cool trying to throw him over, but still hanging on.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the next contestant is...
Monroe from Tech Squad. A young man who is a house of fire.
Monroe.
All 3 of these men are taking turns. Vega has got himself in a very bad position. And now they've turned their attention to Shawn Prime.
Monroe might be known for being a tag team wrestler, but if he can win this match, he could cement himself as a legitimate contender for the ICW Championship. JB Cool and Mykal Manix working on Shawn Prime.
Big double suplex.
Vega trying to eliminate Mike Monroe, but Monroe fighting back.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the next contestant is
Wow.
Angel Rose, no stranger to the Battle Rumble.
It might be a little hard for Angel Rose to toss over a few of the participants in this match, but I wouldn't count her out. Earlier tonight, she beat TC Reed. She might win this whole thing, go on and become the first female ICW champion.
There seems to be some chemistry here between Ms. Rose and Mr. Cool.
Angel Rose flirting with everybody tonight. I'm not sure if JB trying to protect Angel Rose or... Well, he did, that definitely didn't help him out.
He said it was a man's game, and she used a man's move. That Hurricane Rana. You take a look at the look on JB Cool's face. He is absolutely flummoxed and stunned.
Angel Rose tried eliminating JB Cool and had trouble lifting him.
Code Red, no way. Angel Rose with the Code Red on her former tag team partner.
Well, this is just adding fuel to fire.
Dash Maverick in the ring on fire. Immediately turns his attention to Angel Rose.
Angel Rose turned her back on Dash, joined Shawn Prime, who was also in the ring.
Tosses his ex-girlfriend unceremoniously over the top rope.
She held on. Both feet did not touch the ground. Angel Rose is still in this. But Vega might not be.
Angel Rose has used this strategy before. She's done this before. Seemingly tossed out.
Dash and Mike Monroe trying to take out Vega. And Angel Rose kicking Manix in the corner. I don't know why she would go for Manix. He might be the biggest man in the ring at the moment.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the next contestant is...
You're about to feel.
And here's Skorpio.
Skorpio
The question is, does Spade get involved?
Skorpio says he got this. Let's see.
Certainly, it's awful early for him to have got this.
Wait, what? Richard Tingle just announced Allison Spade as a person in the match.
Send her, yes. She's on the list.
There's some form of confusion here. Allison
She's
Spade.
on the list.
I mean, it might be a long shot, but Allison Spade.
Says right here on the list, Allison Spade.
Well, Skorpio and Allison Spade definitely were not expecting this.
Okay, they're scheduled to come in one right after the other, according to our list. So they're both in.
Well, I guess Allison was not expecting this, but I think she needs to take advantage. She has the opportunity of winning this. I mean, it's not very likely, but she can do it. I've seen crazier. Well, I guess Skorpio.
That's the magic of the Battle Rumble. Who's going to be in? You never know what order they're going to come in. You never know how they're going to go out. The ladies are squaring off in the corner. Of course, Angel Rose taking advantage, finding somebody more her size to pick on.
Allison Spade might not be very experienced in the ring, but anybody can win this match. And she's holding on for dear life, but Shawn Prime assisting. Allison Spade going over the top rope. Oh, but she held on.
Well, she learned a lot. She definitely knows her way around with the Battle Rumble.
5, 4, 3.
Not your usual neophyte, Allison Spade.
And the next contestant is...
I've heard that music before, but never in ICW. gentlemen, the plumber. I have seen it all, Gonzo.
Something vaguely familiar about that guy.
EJ Manix, Allison Spade, now Super Mario in the Battle Rumble.
I just wonder where's the big mallet?
Angel Rose thrown over the top rope.
While we're distracted, Angel Rose has been unceremoniously dumped out of the Battle Rumble. Meanwhile, Super Mario, nobody knows who he is.
I guess
he's wearing a fake mustache.
I guess the other wrestlers recognized him too.
3, 2, 1. And the next contestant is...
Oop.
It's been a while since I've heard this music, Gonzo. It's Ricky Turbo.
Are you kidding me? A blast from the past. Another ICW original. It's Ricky Turbo.
Hey, lights are on. I'm in charge.
Super Mario is still trying to introduce himself. Meanwhile, the 80s rock and roll icon, male model, the one and only Ricky Turbo. And it looks like Shawn Prime's had about enough of this.
But he rolled under the ring. He's not eliminated.
Hasn't been eliminated.
He's still in there. No. Ricky Turbo. Super Mario.
You should Donkey Kong him. Gold coins everywhere. Cha-ching!
I'll be right back. We're going to get some of those, Gonzo.
3, 2, 1.
And the wrestlers are after the gold coin.
Oh, my.
Now it's about to get interesting. The Beast Brody has arrived, and he is not one given to manners. He is attacking everything in sight. Hitting him in the head's just going to make him mad. This little hairy lunatic. He's biting Allison Spade on the face.
Shawn Prime just joined the fans at
JB,
ringside.
You might not like the taste.
And Dash close to being eliminated by Vega. But Shawn Prime is joining the fans at ringside, just sitting there watching the Battle Rumble.
3, 2, 1.
The action starting to get out. Oh,
look who's back. It's Joey saying the scum of the earth has returned.
This man was betrayed by his former tag team partner, Beastly Brody, and the Army of Darkness. I'm sure he's looking for revenge.
This is one unhinged individual before his catastrophic knee injury.
And he goes straight for Beastly Brody.
And he went right after Beast Brody.
Vega close to being thrown out of the ring, but holding on. His feet are not touching the ground. Referee Danny Royer making sure. Shawn Prime still parading at ringside.
Mayhem reigns right now.
It's hard to keep track of all the action going on.
Skorpio and Spade after Super Mario.
Intelligence at work. I break it from the inside, then I get it and eliminate everybody. That's why I'm a two-time ICW
Shawn Prime outside of the ring. That doesn't stop him from attacking Vega. Huge shot from Super Mario
Our
to
next
Ricky Turbo.
contestant. It's been a while since we've had an elimination. The ring is really starting to fill up.
Johnny 2-time returning to the ring.
He has very pretty green pants.
I'll order you a pair, Gonzo.
The order is changed. And Mr. Citron is out.
As quickly as Johnny 2-times got into the ring, he was thrown right out. Shawn Prime bickering at ringside.
Shawn Prime making friends with the crowd.
I gotta say, this is a smart strategy. If he's not in the ring, he doesn't have to deal with the rest. That's a very crowded ring.
I have no idea what Prime's doing on the outside except sandbagging. He's out here waiting. He's avoiding being eliminated.
Oh, Ricky Turbo is just thrown over.
Ricky Turbo. Super Mario is out.
Super Mario. And if anything, look at this man. The man
the massive Barrington Hughes.
Who will be able to throw this man over the top rope? If anything, he has to be one of the favorites in this match.
He and his tag team partner, the massive Jordan Rayner.
They might have to try to get each other out of there. I don't know how anyone else, at least alone. Barrington Hughes taking it to JB Cool.
JB Cool unleashes 10 haymakers, and Hughes lets him have it.
It looks like many people turning their attention to Barrington Hughes. You can see Skorpio and Manix. Super Mario's trying to get back into the ring.
How we doing? What I'm doing is I'm watching from afar and scouting for the right opportunity to go in there and strike.
Nothing too lazy or divisive about that.
Nothing. We know a lot about that, guys.
Shawn Prime joining us here at the commentator's booth.
Hughes leveling the ring.
Everybody taken down by Barrington Hughes being thrown.
I've seen that maneuver somewhere before. Shawn Allen has taken the ring, and he is taken to the ring with that staff of darkness. How is he allowed to use a weapon in the Battle Rumble?
Well, I'm not sure. Oh, well, there goes Mike Monroe. I'm not sure anyone really wants to go tell Shawn Allen that he can't use the weapon.
Mike Monroe has been eliminated.
I'm losing track of this. Everybody is outside of the ring, but I don't believe they've been eliminated.
No, they've just been bounced and knocked off balance. What?
Shawn Allen.
5.
It's all my fault. He says it's all my fault.
I don't know what Shawn Allen's talking about, but
I get blamed for a lot of things in ICW, but I have no idea what Shawn Allen's talking about.
Clark Banner returning to ICW here in the Battle Rumble. I'm not sure it'd be wise for him to go in there with Shawn Allen, but
right now Shawn Allen has the ring cleared.
like I said, maybe Clark Banner should have waited a little bit.
Got kendo stick silly and tossed out.
Clark Banner's
Staff
gone.
of Darkness has been retrieved by Mykal Manix.
Joey Saint just threw a Budavine. The action is out of control, and Beastly Brody attacking.
This feud between Brody and Saint. And somehow Shawn Allen has retained the Staff of Darkness.
4, 3, 2.
Joey Saint out with an injury for about a year. And Beast trying to target that. Here's another person.
And now we add Calypso to the mix.
If any woman former women's champion Calypso entering.
Now size-wise, Calypso measures up to Shawn Allen. She could get in there and hang with the big man.
If any woman has the chance of being the first woman to win the Battle Rumble, I've got to put my money on Calypso.
Well, Barrington Hughes is trying to work up the gumption to get in and take him on.
Skorpio looks like he's trying to get into.
I see a bit of team strategy now.
Oh, Allison Spade
Has swiped the Staff of Darkness.
Now
That's it. It's on. Shawn Allen putting the lumber to dash Maverick, just a distraction. And now the numbers game. And once again, Chuck Horan returns the Staff of Darkness to Abudadeen. Our next contestant.
You are watching a master at work.
Now things should get very interesting.
this next man might actually have an advantage. He was the winner of the Battle Rumble last year. He's looking to make it 2 years in a row. Oh, almost eliminated. He held on. I wouldn't be so sure, Shawn Allen. Stardom eliminating Beastly Brody. Looks like they're trying to eliminate Vega in the corner.
Out. Don't make me get the Mach 3.
Chuck Oren.
He's out.
Chuck Oren, a member of the Army of Darkness.
I am a witness.
Obviously trying to defend Beastly Brody.
You're trying to pay attention to where the Staff of Darkness is. Maxx Stardom with the reverse move pulls Shawn Allen out.
Did he eliminate himself?
Maxx Stardom eliminates both Shawn Allen and Beast Brody and himself.
We have lost all control of this match.
Action getting dangerously close to the announce table. Joey Sane has Beast Brody again. Hot sauce. Nacio Barone, the big man.
Neighborhood heavy hitter. And Theodore Nacio Barone.
A lot of heavy hitters in this Battle Rumble. A lot of big boys.
Still chaos at ringside. The Army of Darkness.
Stardom and Allen are just not giving up on each other. They are very focused on one another.
Looks like Shawn Prime might actually get into the match this time. Nacio Barone
This may
still waiting
spill
outside.
out into the parking lot. They're over by the emergency exit.
And in the ring, they've got big Barrington Hughes, and Barrington Hughes has been eliminated.
How did that happen?
It took everybody in the ring to do it.
A
but
team
Barrington
effort?
Hughes, definitely. I said it from the beginning, no one man would be able to eliminate.
I was busy watching the action over here by the door.
I can't blame you. The Army of Darkness, Maxx Stardom aware. Barrington Hughes eliminated. Shawn Prime in the match again, and almost got eliminated by Vega.
Calypso turning on Mykal Manix, every person for themselves.
Dash was almost thrown over, but hanging on. We saw this man earlier tonight. He proved himself, but could he win the Battle Rumble? Adrian MarX had to be restrained. But he wasn't.
MarX, a house of fire.
I don't know if he was restrained because of the possible concussion he might have suffered earlier tonight.
Like I had said, possible concussion victim.
his leg caught on the rope.
Caught his leg over the top rope, hooked it, being dragged out.
What a story it would be for Adrian MarX to come from a head injury earlier tonight and then win the Battle Rumble and possibly win the championship at Lucha Fest.
Calypso has Allison Spade pinned in the corner. Those massive, strong legs.
If Allison Spade didn't want to be in this match before, I'm sure she didn't want to be in there with Calypso.
3, 2, 1.
Our next contestant.
I've heard this music. Mike Monroe was already eliminated, so this must mean it's his tag team part. Wait a second!
Jordan Rayner was scheduled, but this.
Well, the Tech Squad has held gold. Now it's time for his manager, for their manager to potentially win the Battle Rumble. Oh, Adrian MarX sneaking in from under the ring.
I mean, that kid's the size of a bag of Twizzlers.
What an upset it would be if Jim Sherbert could win this match.
He's going to get hurt.
He's rolling up his sleeves.
Can he even find his way into the ring?
Oh, I'm not sure he wants to get in the way of Shawn Prime.
And the first person he encounters is Shawn Prime.
Sherbert, I suggest rolling under and getting out of this.
Suddenly he realizes he's in the wrong place at the wrong time.
5, 4.
Sherbert, stay in that corner, roll under the ring. It's your only shot. Oh my.
The monster. Jordan Rayner is making his way, taking his time. He doesn't need to rush. Once he hits that ring, bodies are going to start to fly.
Jordan Rayner, former ICW champion. And, oh, JB Cool thrown over the top rope.
Whoops.
Oh my. Trying to sneak back into the ring. Danny Royer. Jordan Rayner, 350 pounds. Trying to throw that man.
Assessing the situation. He's trying to pick and choose where he's going to start.
Adrian MarX holding his own with Mykal Manix.
Rayner has chosen his victim.
I think Jim Sherbert just eliminated himself. Look, it's just insane.
Just Insane added to the mix.
This man might be a rookie, but he definitely gave Tommy Vandal a run for his money last month. If he could win this, it would definitely be the biggest achievement in his short career. I see Jim Sherbert sitting with the crowd. I think he might have eliminated himself. I saw him rake Shawn Prime's neck on the top rope, but he also went over. So, oh, Just Insane trying to hold on, but Dash Maverick. Oh,
So many. Oh, down goes Nacio Barone. He is eliminated. Shawn Prime steps over into Jordan Rayner's neighborhood and runs away.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Shawn Prime. Shawn Prime entered at number 6, and he spent more time outside of the ring than inside.
The other half of the South Beach Sensations.
Hopefully Teddy Khan has better luck than Clark Banner did. Clark Banner was thrown over the top rope as soon as he entered the ring. Hopefully Teddy Khan could last there longer. Well, everyone trying to team on who's that over there?
Jordan Rayner very politely excusing Allison Spade.
I saw someone go over on the other corner there.
That was very nice of him.
Allison Spade, yes, was eliminated very nicely.
Skorpio momentarily objects, but says never mind.
Calypso was the person eliminated in the other corner. It took a group effort, but Calypso is gone. Adrian MarX, what a kick to Vega. Well, it has to be TC Reed.
The one and only TC Reed.
How does TC Reed get so lucky? I believe he was the last entrant, if not one. He might have been one of the last entrants last year. Now he's entering here at number 29.
He's a house of fire.
Well, he's definitely the most fresh in the ring right now. He has to try to get rid of those who have been worn out.
Dash Maverick trying to go for the twofer.
Some of these men have been in here forever. Mykal Manix, the number one.
Try and run afoul. He has 3 guys getting him out.
And they're not small either. Mykal Manix, Jordan Rayner, and Skorpio. And Mykal Manix was the number 1 entrant. He's still in this thing.
Amazing but true.
Adrian MarX holding on. Vega.
4, 3.
There's more.
What a kick. Oh, here's the last entrant. It's Joker. Adrian MarX
It's the Joker.
Just insane was just
has been eliminated.
What a clothesline for TC Reed. And here goes.
There goes Teddy Khan.
Teddy Khan right in front of the announce
Try
table.
not to get any on the announce table.
TC Reed and Joker arguing about Joker's new hairstyle.
Hair? Really?
Well, apparently TC Reed's hair didn't save him from being eliminated.
That's the big deal. You know, Richard Tingle cut his hair. I still respect him. We're doing pretty fantastic. How are you? This has been quite an epic
Skorpio was
Battle
just
Rumble.
eliminated.
Ladies and gentlemen, Skorpio has been eliminated.
Where did we miss that?
Was Vega eliminated?
I think he eliminated himself and then eliminating Skorpio.
Has been eliminated.
And we are down to our final 6.
It appears as if K5 isn't leaving with a number 1 contendership.
Seems to be a little bit of teamwork in an effort to try to get Jordan Rayner out. Rayner left alone with Dash Maverick trying to hold on to the big man's arm.
There are 4.
Trying to hold on to the big man's hair.
4 former ICW champions in the ring right now. We also have Adrian MarX, who's trying to make a name for himself as a singles star, and he's done one hell of a job so far in this match. And of course, Dash Maverick, a former Hard Knocks champion, YouTube champion, FOW Hardcore champion. The Joker wasn't done getting revenge on Adrian MarX.
The big man, Jordan Rayner, just going around randomly doling out punishment. Big booty bomb by Mykal Manix.
Shawn Prime's been trying to run away the entire match, but he couldn't run away from that.
The Fuji drop.
Adrian MarX, Joker, and Dash trying to throw the big man, Jordan Rayner, over the top rope. And Mykal Manix coming to assist. There goes Jordan Rayner.
Jordan Rayner has been eliminated. Took 4 guys to do it.
Five men left in this ring. One of these men will be the number 1 contender for the ICW Championship.
Amazingly enough, Mykal Manix is still in.
I don't know how Manix has done it. Manix entered at number 1. He's been in there with all 30 entrants. I don't know how he's still in there. And Adrian MarX just thrown over.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adrian MarX has been eliminated.
Feel the concussion of that shot.
Jack Zero.
Jack Zero, he's not on the list, is he? No.
He just eliminated Joker. Jack Zero played spoiler and eliminated Joker.
Eliminated.
Wait. Dash is still hanging on by one arm. Both feet must touch the ground. I don't believe. And Shawn Prime.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dash Maverick has been eliminated.
I think this means we're down to our final.
And then there were two.
What a super kick. And Manix holding onto the rope. Shawn Prime trying to take advantage.
Now under this format, and he is out. Shawn Prime has won the Battle Rumble.
Shawn Prime is going to Lucha Fest to challenge for the ICW Championship.
Been eliminated. The winner of the Battle Rumble, Shawn Prime.
Shawn Prime entered at number 6 and won the whole thing. But we got to give it up to Mykal Manix. He was number 1 and he made it to the final 2.
But it was just a matter of time. He had been in there since the beginning of the Battle Rumble. In the neighborhood of 30 minutes after having a grueling match before. And it just wore on him. He got caught off guard. His grip slipped and it was over. Shawn Prime is out of here. Where did he go? He just disappeared.
Shawn Prime will never let us hear the end of this.
Oh, there he is.
What? Well, we made reference to it earlier. These two used to be tag team champions.
Former tag team partners. As tag team partners in the Rude Awakening, these two men cut a swath through ICW and independent wrestling in general, the likes of which hasn't been seen in a long time. Could have been a legendary tag team if not for individual motivations.
I'm at 58-20.
March 30th, 2012. Iron Man match. Shawn Prime, Jay Biggs. Decided it once and for all.
March 30th, I'm gonna tear your head off. I'm gonna take my belt. There's nothing you can do to stop me. Oh, hell!
Here comes the shot he wants.
You heard it. Lucha Fest. Jay Biggs defending the ICW Championship against Shawn Prime in an Iron Man match. But Shawn Prime still needs to worry about next month at Total Meltdown when he goes one-on-one with his rival, Dash Maverick.
Well, I had to say this was a hellacious evening of action, all leading up to the next two events and all leading up to Lucha Fest.